Hey, anyone who's listening. It's 10:33 p.m., August 9th, 2024. And I just wanted to talk to whoever, but also maybe for me in the future. Hello, future me. You know, I've been watching YouTube for 10 years, which is crazy to think about. And the thousands of hours of good, bad, just whatever content I've consumed. I mean, yeah, it's changed me a lot. And I don't know what point it was, but I decided at some point that I'd be pretty satisfied with being a YouTuber. Now, definitely not the first kid to think about that. A lot of other kids, a lot of people, they're growing up with the internet, growing up with YouTube, and I mean, obviously you're spending almost all of your free time watching people have the best job in the world. They get to do whatever they want, play whatever they want, talk about whatever they want, and they get to make money from it. I mean, almost anyone seeing that would at least think about trying it. And I know that it's maybe not reasonable. It's not the most practical thing to want to do. There's a lot of things that are unstable about it. Things aren't as strict in certain senses that you might have to deal with in an actual work environment. But it's always stuck with me. And I've finished high school. I'm trying to find a job. And I'm fine with doing something that's not my favorite thing or the most fulfilling job ever, but at the same time, I want to try to do more. And I don't know. I maybe I've convinced myself that the only way for me to really be happy is to be this internet person, this person who goes online and shares their thoughts and does this and that and just has a great time. That's what's gonna satisfy me in life. And I know that convincing myself that that's true can be dangerous. Maybe I will become some big shot internet celebrity one day. But so what? Maybe I'll be miserable off camera. Maybe I won't, but people will hate me. They'll hate what I do. And maybe I can ignore it, maybe I can't. Maybe I'll decide that the internet's just not somewhere that I want to dedicate all of my time to. And that's okay. But I at least want to try. I want to try. And I just feel like I give up on things so easily sometimes. And I've tried to do something with this whole YouTube thing, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it was enough. It's not my first video I've ever tried to make. Ever since I was 8, 9, 10 years old, I was reading books in my bedroom that I really liked, just the audio. I'd put my tablet face down on the ground just with a black screen, and I would read a book because I loved audiobooks, and I would just make audiobooks. And I actually got decent views. Some of those audiobooks had several thousand, over 10,000 views. And, you know, it was just me being a kid, me doing whatever I thought sounded like a fun way to make some videos. Something that I enjoyed, reading the books and turning it into content. And that, I did that for a little while. I made some other random stupid videos, you know, kind of videos that you make when you haven't even hit puberty. And, you know, I did enjoy it. I've always gotten a kick out of making things and showing it them to other people, even if it's just one person or two people, you know. Showing it online to hundreds, maybe even thousands of people was an exciting idea. And yeah, I've made plenty of little videos, small projects, things on YouTube, but I've never really tried. And that's probably just me. I don't know what it is, but somehow even the things in life that I feel the most like I would want to have, it somehow doesn't always compel me. Someone would ask me, what do you want most? Name a list of things that you want to achieve the most in the next 5 years. And they'd give a list of these things. And it would all just be, it wouldn't be real. I want something, but if you really want something, wouldn't you really try to go after it? I don't know. But this is something. First video on this channel. One too many. It's actually not my first channel. I have another channel called One Too Many, but instead of TOO, it's TWO. It's funny because that's supposed to be the second channel to this channel. It's also funny because that second channel has more subscribers than this one, so. But you know, maybe I can change that. So, I know this isn't some kind of groundbreaking piece of content, but I'm partly just making this for myself, like a record, to say where I am today, right now, and just understand that this is the start. And you know, something I think that's really important is when you're on a journey, short journey, long journey, doesn't matter. It's really important to remember where you're starting, because you can often feel like as you're going through a journey, learning something, progressing through something, you can feel like, oh, have I really learned that much? Have I really done that much? And whether you have or not, you can always, or you should, I think, be always able to look back and see where you started. That way you'll always know. You'll know if you've done something. Even if it's just the smallest little extra step, you know that you are in a different place, a different person than you were. So that's why I'm making this. I want to connect with people. I want to make an impression. I want people to get something from me that they might not have been able to get anywhere else. Maybe that's just a little laugh. 5-10 minutes of quote unquote entertainment, or some real piece of advice, something they didn't know, something that they can use the next day to live a better life. Anything like that. That'd really be special. I think that's what I want. Maybe more than being a YouTuber, you know, a person of influence online, is I just want to give something to people, something that they'll remember or not remember. I mean, how many times have you watched a YouTube video and just forgotten about it immediately afterwards? Probably many times. I mean, you've forgotten, so how can you really count? But I'd like to make an impact on my own life, on someone else's life, and, you know, maybe I'll look back at this video or any other of these early videos and say, wow, he was so naive, didn't know what he was doing, he was so cringe. I hope that's not what I'll think when I look back on this, because I think that sense of cringe comes from inauthenticity most often, and I'm making this because I want to paint an authentic picture of myself, as authentic as you can through a microphone and some Minecraft gameplay. It's 10:46 now. 12 and a half minutes into this little spiel I've been going on. And I think I'm ready. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but I think I'm ready to start something new. I don't even know what that is yet. I just know. I don't know. There's one too many people in this world who will try to drag you down and tell you that you can't do something. And whether they're right or wrong doesn't really matter. You just gotta try. You just gotta try. Thank you, though, if somehow you're still listening to this. Someone who isn't me. Thank you for listening.